On Saturday, March 20th, 2021, as part of a Hidden Palace stream, 700 PS2 prototypes were released. Of course, the first thing on my mind was Sly Cooper. Not the best known series from Sony or even Sucker Punch now. Ghost of Tsushima and Infamous are way more famous, but this trilogy of games mean the world to me, and honestly, there would be a billion Sly videos on my channel if it wasn't for a lack of a good way to record them. Now, Sly 2 and 3, the builds that were found of those are basically final. Not too much there. However, there was a Sly Cooper 1 prototype just nestled in there from May of 2002, making it the second earliest build that we have. Unfortunately, at first the build wasn't working. Believe it or not, in order to get into it, some way smarter people than I had to hack the thing and remove some serious 2002 copy protection. So somebody really got to use their Fast and Furious hacking skills for real to help Beta Sly out. I was so excited I downloaded and learned Cheat Engine just so I didn't have to wait 5 minutes for someone to release a patch. Thank you so much to the Sly Cooper modding Discord for helping me out when I had no idea what I was doing. Since this game is near and dear to my heart, I wanted to make a quick video on it, and before I get to the goods, I should make a couple disclaimers. Number one, this is not a full-on look at every byte and bit that changed. Honestly, there's so many small changes I'd be here all day. Instead, this is more of a highlight video. I ran this through emulation. Unfortunately, my computer struggles running OBS and the PS2 emulator at the same time. So there's some weird graphical glitches and slowdown on occasion in all three builds shown today. The demo, the prototype that was just leaked, and the final version. I hope it doesn't ruin the experience for anyone. This new prototype has the first two worlds, Wales and Mesa City, as well as Paris, meaning it's way longer than the April demo, which actually only had 3 levels of Wales available. Let's start small with the opening to the first level.
Sly Cooper, do you read me? Come in! Come in!
Can you yell a little louder so the guards can hear you too?
Oops, sorry. Yeah, it's just that I've spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. Here's where we bust out our new climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there.
That is correct. But do not forget, Sly, you have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me. Hey, Sly! I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. Here's where we break out that new climb move we got from the Panda King section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly, you have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me. Hey, Sly! I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly, you have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Now, the scene where Bentley and Sly talk about rats being pegged. Scene between all three.
rats got pegged.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
You know, I think I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wow, Bentley. Was that a joke?
No, it's a fact.
No wonder I didn't laugh. Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know, it looks pretty risky. And unsanitary.
Only one way to find out. Those rats got pegged.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know, it looks pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out. Those rats got pegged.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know, it looks pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out.
Lastly, since this is the last comparison between all three of them I can do easily, all three with the safe animation. The April demo uses a different level since Paris is unavailable.
The instructions to open it! Yes! This is the vault! Now pay attention, because I'm going to tell you how to open it before I give you the combination. So, to change the number on each dial, press up and down on the controller. Exactly! Now, to switch dials, press left and right on the controller. Great! I deciphered the clues you found and figured out the combination to this vault. The combination is 650. I can't believe I pieced this one together. Try 320.
Way to go, Sly! You got it! If you come down the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Way to go, Sly! This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Yeah, you didn't hear Maze Murray wrong. This has been known for a little bit, but apparently Murray's original voice direction was bisexual. There's another section with this voice, but honestly, I'd rather move on since it involves hot dogs. And, well, it kinda makes me uncomfortable. Let's go on to Carmelita. This is a big one. So, this time, the final will take place before the May prototype, and you'll see why in a second.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon! I caught you red-handed!
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
That's Inspector Carmelita Fox. And by the way, you dirty thief, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This taser packs a paralyzing punch? You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that, once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this secret file. I think you've had it long enough.
That voice, right? It's nuts, since the series has been well known for Carmelita. Just put it lightly. And believe it or not, the Paris cinematic in this prototype uses this design, as well as the 2 to Tango level actually has another unfinished intro between the two. No voice acting, unfortunately, as I'd love to hear that voice again, but since the Paris cutscene is actually pretty much identical, I only show off the 2 frames that changed between the beta and the final, and then after that I'll show off the Mesa City comparison.
Mugshot's penthouse.
Well, 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 look who just walked into my crosshairs. Sly Cooper.
About time you showed up, Miss Fox. Was getting worried about you. Thought you took a wrong turn somewhere back in Paris.
The only one making wrong turns is you, Sly. I'd suggest you surrender before I paralyze you with my good friend, the shock pistol.
Now see, a girl whose best friend's a firearm's got issues. A little dinner, a little dancing. I think I can help you out.
Sounds romantic, as long as you don't mind dining in jail.
Nah, I hear the service is lousy.
Once I catch you, you'll know for yourself.
Believe it or not, besides small changes, the normal cities in Mesa City are almost the same with cosmetic changes. The 2 Murray minigames changed the most, with the racing stage having a fixed camera and even more annoying AI, and you start with 3 nitro, get one at the start of a lap, and there are none around the stage. I hate this stage in the final, so I guess I'm glad they made it slightly more tolerable. Of course, it's kind of funny to consider this too, but the April build was pretty light on clues. The May build added a crap ton of them, and then they were scaled back for the final release. So it's kind of funny that they didn't really know how many clues to put in a stage at this point. The Covering Murray minigame actually has Sly revert to his April demo model, and it's slightly harder with a placeholder voice from Murray that sounds like a Looney Tunes gangster. Mesa City overall is not exactly the same, but pretty close. A small interesting tidbit is that this Ninja Spire jump animation changed. Here's the early one. The stage in the May build that changed the most is actually the Gunboat Graveyard. Here is both the beta and final. The change is pretty obvious. Now, honestly, I could go on forever. There's a weird bird NPC in Mesa City that pisses green for some reason. It's likely a joke from the developers that was cut to keep an E rating. But ever since the Sly 3 Evolution video, I've hoped to see more on the development of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, since it's clear so much changed. If you'd like to see a more general, longer Let's Play of this build, let me know, and consider looking into this build yourself, as honestly I've only scratched the surface. The modding Discord is still finding more stuff in this build, like these extra debugging features the only Zach pointed out to me. And by the way, this video would not have been possible if not for him, so special thanks to him answering questions and pointing me in the right direction. Thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing to help me out, since I make all kinds of content and I love doing it. Have a good one. Peace out. Boo! Whoop!